Where you running from? We'll see who's left him.
Rook's gonna skin frogs slow.
Thought it had a really great approach to sense of style, and the choreography in terms of the fight scenes was quite impressive. And I thought the piece had a great sense of scale and scope, especially in their very short runtime. It felt like a strong trailer for a bigger concept, and I thought that the piece featured a lot of interesting characters that you would find in a sort of dystopian, post-apocalyptic type of world. And I thought the piece had a really great approach to its influences, also trying to create a sort of more original. A feeling for what was going on by trying to center interesting characters that you might not normally see at the center of this type of piece. So I thought it was imaginative, cool fight scene, edited well, and I thought it worked well, especially given the very short runtime. So I thought it was well done.
Loved the strong female presence. I loved that they were respected and kind of known to be, you know, kind of badasses and had that kind of reputation. So I thought that that was really fun because you don't get that as often with like high action movies. And then I thought the action scenes themselves were really fun and really not dramatized, but like there was a certain like there's a way that like there's several of them. The one that comes to mind is like Quentin Tarantino. Like there's a way that he does his fight scenes and the gore that comes along with that. And this had kind of a similar feel to me. Attitudes or personalities between the three women in the beginning, and I think that they used that really well like during the fights, and then as they kind of progress things farther, that like yes, all three of them are badasses, yes, all three of them could fight, yes, they, you know, all work together and things like that, but you could still kind of get these different feels from them, which I thought was really, really nice.
It's a true story of good versus evil here. And what's more important is the battle sequence, the stunt coordination. All of this is bloody and gory and action filled. And within the sequence, it really shows that no one really wins. That even the rise of heroes can fall, and not everyone makes it out alive. We see a lot of death and gore happen between both sides, and we get to see them essentially take out inevitably the big bad after they have fought for their loved ones that have been slain. And in the end, you know, we really only have one person that truly survives what seems to be this mess, and we get to see her continue on and fight and look out for others. And I think that kind of goes to show that, you know, the good keep fighting and the good will prevail. But there's a lot of ugliness out there.
Dangerous and creepy sci-fi short where zombies and humans interact together in a sort of post-apocalyptic society. The audience meets a trio of really badass sisters who are attempting to save somebody, or they're facing pretty much the leader of the zombie species, one could say. Overall, though, I thought the visual effects was really great. There was lots of gore and fake blood, prosthetic limbs, and the costumes and hair and makeup were also wonderful. Lots of masks for the zombie characters and lots of really intense special effect makeup for that. And I also wanted to applaud the stunt coordinator. There were the entire, or I mean, most of the short was really kind of a fight sequence with many individuals, lots of stunt choreography. So I thought that was very important to bring up as well.
I really love the effects in this, the costumes, everything. It felt like it belonged in like Star Wars or something, where it was combined with sci-fi and fantasy, because it kind of felt like a mixture between Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. It was amazing. I didn't really expect this. It was something that I thought would have shoddy effects and costumes and really, it was top notch. It felt very cinematic. It felt realistic. It felt like they actually put a lot of thought into this with the makeup, the costumes, the special effects. It felt like this took a lot of time and effort. And the story about three women coming in, and as first you don't really have a lot of dialogue except for the fact that they're looking out for each other at the beginning, and then it really starts, and then it's a lot of fighting. They put in a lot of stunt work in this. It's really a great way to show off the director's skills, the costume department's skills, the wardrobe, the makeup, the hair, the special effects. They showed off several different skill sets in this, and they did a very fantastic job at doing that.
It reminds me a lot of the Will Smith movie Bright, where you take a fantasy setting and you incorporate the modern world into it. And yeah, it was a very fascinating prospect for me. Additionally, I had a lot of fun with the choreography. It was very fluid. It was very fast paced.